Okay, so this is my ID. And then I have my one prop. Let me know. Oh, is that good? Okay. It's a warm summer day, the sand between your toes and the last of your friends resonates off the water. You just caught the biggest fish of the day on the lure you made, and you have a hard time not bragging about it. Your friends will be bugging you left and right, wondering your secret as to how you caught such a big fish. They'll look high and low in stores to try to find the lure you used. Little do they know, you made it yourself. And according to Mossy Oak, it's great to use something the fish have never seen before, so you'll keep catching the most fish and keep bragging rights. According to the US Census Bureau in 2006, Florida is the fishing capital of the world, with over 30,000 lakes and over 6,000 miles of beach. It could not be easier for us Floridians to fish. And not only is it easy to do, but it's actually ranked the second most relaxing hobby according to Hooked. And it lowers your heart rate by an average of 10%, which is great for the stressed out average college student. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a fishing lure from the comfort of your couch. I made many fishing lures and I love doing it in my free time. In fact, just last weekend, I took some of the lures I made down to a local canal and caught tons of cool stuff. Today, I will demonstrate the 3 simple steps to making a fishing lure from the comfort of your couch. First, gather your materials. Second, put your materials together. And third, trim the final product. So, first, we're going to gather our materials. And this can be seen on the second slide of our PowerPoint. All we're going to need is a pair of scissors, a hook, thread, and nylon string. Thankfully, this can all be found very easily on Amazon, eBay, a local bait shop, or your local sporting store. Personally, I buy my stuff through eBay and my local bait shop. That way I'm supporting small businesses and getting a great deal. Being a college student, money can be super tight, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to have fun. Thankfully, making your own lure is a fifth of the price of buying one pre-made. If you make your own, it's $1 versus buying one pre-made is $5. So next, we're going to put all of our materials together and we're going to start by grabbing our hook. And this can be seen on the third slide of your PowerPoint. We're going to take our hook and then wrap the thread around it and make sure to pinch the thread to the hook so it doesn't slide around. And I usually wrap it about 5 times. This makes sure that it's secure and builds a good foundation, but isn't too thick. Now, the next part can be a little tricky. So I put it in on the 4th slide of our PowerPoint so you can get exactly an idea of what to do. We're going to take the nylon string and spread it out around the top of the hook. Now, this can be a little difficult, especially if it's your first time, but like Jennifer Lim once said, mistakes are proof you're trying, so feel free to make them. It's such an objective hobby, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. And so once we have that nylon string pushed out and spread around the hook, we're going to take our thread and wrap it around the string about 10 times to make sure it's secure and tight on there. And then we're just going to tie a knot and tie it off. And we're almost done. The last step is trimming the thread. Now, this is personally my favorite step, and it's the easiest, but it's also the messiest. So all you're going to do is take your scissors and either trim your string as short as you want or keep it as long as you want. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you entirely. Like Albert Einstein once said, creativity is just intelligence having fun. So have fun with it. It's your design. And I will let you in on a little secret. The longer the string, the deeper it sinks. So if you're fishing in shallow water, try keeping it shorter. If you're fishing in deeper water, maybe keep it longer. But again, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. And then, so now that you've gathered all of your materials, you put them all together, and you trimmed your final product, you can now make a fishing lure anytime you want. You can take your hobby all around Florida for an inexpensive price. Create what you wish existed in the world. Next time you have a lazy Sunday, make some lures. Take them down to a local beach or lake with friends or go alone. Like Eugene Clark once said, sharing the fun of fishing turns strangers into friends in a few hours. So either you'll go down there and make some new friends with scales or without. And can I just get you guys all to wave really quick, please? I forgot to ask. Thank you. And do you have any questions for me today?
I have one question. So will this lure do the job to attract fish on its own, or do you still need to attach some kind of live bait to it?
Yeah, so this lure does allow you to attract fish on its own. Pretty much the fish that you can catch with it are mainly saltwater fish, so snook, redfish, trout, anything like that. You can use something called ProCure, which basically just gives it a scent like shrimp or ladyfish or something that seems dead that will attract fish. But this fishing lure is so popular and works so well that you really don't have to use extra scents or anything on it. So great question, thank you. Are there any other questions? No? All
How
right.
long? Oh, I have a question.
Mhm.
How long have you personally been fishing for? And I don't know if you mentioned, but at what age did you learn how to tie a fishing lure?
Yeah, so I've actually been fishing since I was 3. I grew up on a really small island down in the Everglades, and my dad was a fishing charter captain. So I lived on a boat for a little bit of my life, and that was pretty much all I had growing up. My whole town was just a small fishing town, and I've been doing it every year since. It's honestly my favorite hobby, and I've known how to tie a fishing lure since I was 7. Okay, thank you so much for your question. Do I have any other questions? All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate it.